Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the accident of a 23-year-old girl which happened on the 31st of December 2022 in Delhi. Before me going into the details, let us go into the video. Anjali was a 23-year-old girl who was working in an event management company, and she lived in Delhi with her mother and her siblings. Her father had died a few years back, so Anjali was the sole breadwinner of her house. So that day on the 31st of December 2022, Anjali had to go for her work. That was, she had organized a party somewhere, so she had to go for that. So she had informed her mother and she left home around 6. And the mother was also not worried because she knew that her events did happen late, finish late, and a New Year's party will finish around 12, or it may even go beyond. So the mother was not really worried because she knew that her daughter was safe and she's gone for her work. And again, she had called in between to make sure that she was safe. So the mother, being assured that she was safe, when she goes off to sleep only to be awakened in the morning by the police, and a shocking news awaits her. The police informs her that they found a scooty, and by the registration number they found out the address, and it happens to be of Anjali. And also the police said that there is a body that she has to come and recognize. Now this is something very shocking for the mother, because the previous day night only she had talked to her daughter and she was sure that she was fine. So somewhere she was really very shocked, and but she had to go with the police. So along with some family members, she goes to the hospital, and what awaits her there is even more horrifying, because what she sees there is in the name of a body there are just bits and pieces, because it had seemed that Anjali's body had been dragged nearly 10 to 12 kilometers under a vehicle around the city. So initially that's what the mother is informed, and the other things, slowly what actually happened to her slowly starts coming out, and that's what I'm going to be telling you. Now again, here is a very important eyewitness named Deepak. So when he told the story, there were more details that came out. Deepak had his dairy farm in Delhi. He used to supply milk to the city. So he, every day morning, it was his routine to get up and milk his cows. So that day itself, he got up around 3 in the morning, and according to him, he was milking his cow when he sees a vehicle, and under which he sees a body. At first, he is not very sure that it is really a body, because the way it was being dragged, he could not believe it. So after again the body was literally being dragged, and the car goes round and round in the same place. So again, when the car comes back again, he takes a closer look, and indeed it is a body of a girl, absolutely naked. So this is really shocking, and also Deepak is very scared too, because what he's seeing is, it's not a normal thing that everybody sees. So he's really very shocked, and he really wants to inform the police. So he quickly calls the police, and he tells them that there is a Bolino car there, the vehicle body has been stuck and it is being dragged along, and he has seen it, and he even gives the location, and he waits that the police will come. But sadly, the Delhi police does not arrive and does not come to his help, and he awaits that the police will be coming. Again, the vehicle passes by his place, and it's literally like it's going round and round. And after a while, now the vehicle starts moving ahead from that place. So that's when Deepak decides that he will follow the vehicle. So he takes his own vehicle and he starts following the vehicle which is going a little ahead. So Deepak, following in his vehicle, he is continuously calling to the police, and he's continually asking any patrol van to come over, and also it seems that he sees two patrol van passing by, but none of them stopped, or none of them even noticed that there was a dead body under that particular vehicle. So this happens for a while, and it's almost 5 in the morning, and after a point Deepak lose sight of the car and he decides that he has to go back. Now he continues calling the police. They're not coming to the place, so he decides that he has to go back. So he goes back, and that's where this whole story of his angle of what he saw comes out in the open to the police. Now, police, what had they had to say that they had got a call morning 5 around 5 from someone that they have seen a body in this particular place, and then they go and they find the body of this girl, and also nearby they find the vehicle, and that's when they identify that it's Anjali. Now, the big question here is that the Delhi police had promised that on New Year's Eve they will be taking utmost care of the safety of the citizens of Delhi, and there'll be literally so many patrol vans going around. So why none of the patrol vans noticed that the young girl has been dragged? Initial post-mortem report suggested that literally 3 to 4 kilometers Anjali was alive, where she was dragged literally, and after that only the death happened because of internal injuries and blood loss. So when she was alive, why that she must have been screaming? Why nobody heard her, or why any police patrol van or any other vehicle for that matter? Why nobody noticed that girl? This being one question. Moving on with what would have happened, what exactly happened that day was Anjali left at 6. She had gone out, and around till 2 she was alive. 2:10 was the last time she was seen in a CCTV footage, and that's when after a while her vehicle collides with the vehicle of these boys who were driving a Baleno, and that's when with the force with which she collides, she suddenly comes under the car. She's stuck, literally stuck, and then these boys, they say that they didn't even notice or hear because they were drunk and the music was very loud, and it was an accident and it was done by mistake. And that's how the news comes out for a few days, and everywhere everybody is shocked at what had happened, and this girl is being dragged like this with all over the city for nearly 12 kilometers. So it was very shocking for everyone. There were protests and they wanted that the police should act even more in this case. So that's when one shocking thing comes out is that that day Anjali was not alone. With her was her friend named Nidhi. Okay, so that's when another girl that they come to know was with Anjali, and both the girls were driving. And when they contact Nidhi, Nidhi has a very different story to tell. What she told the police was literally there was no music playing, there was no lights inside the car, and Anjali was, after the collision, Anjali was literally shouting for help. She was shouting in pain, she was shouting in help, and Nidhi said it was very strange the way the boys didn't even bother to get down, or even for that matter stop the vehicle. They just kept the person who was driving, he kept moving forward and keep reversing the car, realizing he knew, and that's what Nidhi said, that there is a girl caught under his vehicle. And with that he just goes off with still Anjali shouting and screaming under the car. That's absolutely, one can't imagine how painful it would have been for Anjali. So he just drives out, and Nidhi is so shocked, that's what she says, and she just goes off home, and she does not even inform the police. Again, a big question here: why Nidhi didn't go out to help her friend? Why didn't she stop those boys, or why didn't she come out to light before? That's again a big question, and police are still trying to find out the answers for this. And the boys who were arrested, it seems to that they all were from a very good family background. There was no criminal background as such. They were all placed in good jobs working around the city in Delhi. And it seemed that it was the first time that one such incident has happened. It was sheer act of negligence. Yes, everybody has the right to party, everybody has the right to enjoy, but not at the cost of someone else's life. So these boys had no criminal background, yet they go out to do such a gruesome crime, and they didn't even stop to help the girl. That's really very sad. And again, a big question comes here is why the Delhi police is so irresponsible. 2012, a same incident happened, the Nirbhaya case, in which the girl was, raped, and she was subjected to a lot of brutality in a running bus. Again, the bus kept going around in the roads. Why again at that time no police vehicle or patrolling van ever caught hold of those culprits there. How come a bus in the night was just going around the street? Why, if somebody had stopped at that time, maybe something could have been done. Same way now, 10 years later, 2022, a similar incident in which a girl literally being dragged under a car, but only one thing is different, that there was no sexual assault on Anjali. She died of hemorrhage and various internal injuries because of she being caught under the car and being dragged, but there has been no sexual assault. That's what the post-mortem report reveals. But every day new things are coming out, new things are coming out in the light, and if everybody has a different angle to the story, whatever said and done, very sad. If somebody had acted on time, if somebody had gone out to help that girl, maybe she would have been alive by now. My heart really goes out to the mother who lost her daughter, who was the sole breadwinner of the family, who took care of her siblings, and she had so many responsibilities. Apart from that, she herself had a beautiful life to live and to look forward. My heart really goes out to the mother. Please do share in your thoughts and comments below. Thank you.